So what we recently saw just a week or two ago was the state of California, like many other states, has what's called a managed care organization tax. This is a tax on organizations, private insurers and public insurers that provide health care to Medicaid recipients. Because of the ACA, Obamacare, states had to kind of reconfigure how they did those taxes. Otherwise, they'd lose the federal funding for a significant portion or all of their Medicaid federal funding. California was one of them that the tax was not in compliance with the federal rules. So that means that California is going to lose a lot of money from the feds if they didn't kind of redo how this tax was done. Last year, Jerry Brown made a big point on kind of funding Medicaid, Medi-Cal, which is our version of Medicaid in the States, and really made a big push about reforming how the MCO tax was done in the state of California. Initially got massive pushback from Republicans, naturally. The no tax, never knew any no tax ever party. And it really stalled. He created a special session in the state legislature. Nothing really ever happened. He brought it back again this year, really made it a central part of his State of the State address again this year. Sat down with quite a few of the biggest MCOs in the state. They kind of came together with a good reform that they all could basically agree with. The Chamber of Commerce came in and said, yes, we're endorsing this plan. But the big question was, because Republicans have just enough seats in both chambers of the state legislature, you need at least some Republicans to cross over and vote for the tax, because under state law, any new tax requires a 2/3 vote. So the big question out there was, in an election year, will you be able to find the sufficient Republicans in order to pass this new tax? Jerry Brown made it a very big point of calling it tax reform. It's tax reform because it actually truly was tax reform. It was eliminating one tax and completely reconfiguring how not only the managed care tax was, but also how these healthcare companies would be dealt with under the corporate tax system and personal income tax system. And so, again, it was a very big question mark kind of going along as it moved through the committee and onto the Assembly and Senate floors. Will Republicans actually vote for it? And what we ended up happening was, in the Assembly, 10 Republicans voted for it, and in the Senate, 2 Republicans voted for it. And it was supposed to be this big dramatic moment where you're going to have Republicans going after Republicans, fights on the floor, name calling, recall petitions being filed immediately.
We're all into the cars burning and
yes.
the band walking
I mean, think back, if you remember, to the Schwarzenegger tax deal that occurred. What was that, 2005, I think, where a group of Republicans crossed the aisle and voted for this tax because Schwarzenegger asked them to. I mean, most of their political careers went down in a fiery ball after that. And so you're expecting a lot of the same thing, because Republicans ran in 2014 on saying we're the stopgap, no new taxes, because if you elect us. And now we have this tax reform. So it suggests, in my opinion, that the Republican caucuses are kind of realizing that they have to change their tune in order to be competitive in this state, and allowing certain members to vote their conscience whenever these type of votes are up, in order to kind of show the voters that we are listening to you, we understand your needs and wants, and that we will respond accordingly. It's a small step in the right direction, but a step nonetheless, in my opinion.